This election is about to be lit. Like the kids say. I think I might have fallen out of a coconut tree. I cannot
Okay.
wait for Vice President Kamala Devi Harris to debate that felon.
And I cannot wait for it either. I really cannot wait.
Hey fam, okay, I just gotta say it. Given the just stratospheric entrance of Vice President Kamala Harris into the presidential campaign, and she has now secured enough delegates to become the nominee, you're gonna look real crazy being on the other side of that line, particularly as a person of color, but really as anyone who claims to have any connection to the culture. You're gonna look real weird.
So if you don't know who this is Reid, and what she's saying now is Vice President Kamala Harris has secured a large amount of delegates, and it's evident that she will be the Democratic nominee in this upcoming election. And Joy Reid is saying that if you, as a black person specifically, she said person of color, but as a black person specifically, do not vote for Kamala Harris, you're going to look crazy on the other side of that line. One thing that really upsets me when it comes to politics specifically is that we try to connect the black identity to a political party. And I've noticed this a lot, and it really, really, really upsets me. Because when you talk about racism, and you talk about discrimination, it's almost as if we support these things. And the reason I say that is because when it comes to even something as simple as who you're voting for, as a black person, you aren't even allowed to make your own decision, because if there's a black candidate, you just need to vote for them, or culturally speaking, you won't be welcomed. And that's what she's saying. But when I say this in my videos, people act like I'm crazy when I say that the Democratic Party has a parasitic relationship with the black community. People act like I'm insane for saying that, but here we have it. Kamala Harris has not even said what she will do as the president of the United States in 2024. We don't even know. I don't know. And if she has said what she'll do, let me know in the comments. But I haven't seen her debate Donald Trump yet. I haven't seen her have a press conference saying these are the policies I'll put into place as the 2024 presidential candidate. I have not seen it. I'll take it a step further. I haven't even seen her have a policy specifically for the black American race. Well, she was vice president. She has not had one. I've honestly seen her say that she will not have any because she's not making policies specifically for the African American community. I've heard her say that. But yet again, we have a black woman saying that if a black man like me, or if anyone else, does not vote for a biracial woman, half Asian, half Jamaican, if we do not vote for her, we will be exiled from the black culture.
And real lonely on that side. The door needs to close behind Amber. And she looked crazy over there. But shut the door behind her. You really are going to look crazy being on that side, given the cultural phenomenon of Vice President Kamala Devi Harris.
A cultural phenomenon? Let me ask you this, Joy Reid. What cultural significance has Kamala Harris had on the African American community? What cultural significance has this woman had on the African American community since you said if other people are on the wrong side of history if they don't vote for her? It would be different if Kamala Harris did have a cultural impact specifically on the African American community. Then I can at least understand or at least grasp why somebody would say if you don't vote for her, then you'll be exiled from the black community. As if you even have that, as if you can even make that decision. But I digress. What has she done? Other than being physically semi-black, what has she done for the African American community? What policies has she written for the African American community? What has she done for our illiterate children? What has she done for our economic standing? What has she done for our crime? Other than being a prosecutor. I mean, but what has she done as vice president? What policies has she done? I can't think of any. And I looked into it. I really did. Because unlike you, or unlike people who think like this, I'm going to vote for who makes the most sense for the country. Just because you're black does not mean you automatically earn my vote.
She's about to make history. And now it's not two old men, it's one old man. If you had an issue with the age issue, there's only one old man now. That's on that side. And he's real old and his brain don't work good.
He's real old and his brain doesn't work good, but you were supporting Joe Biden to be the president, who is older. And this is what I talk about, man. Like, people use these arguments, oh, he's real old, his brain doesn't work good. When during the last debate, when he was debating Joe Biden, I didn't hear any of this. You would never even dare to talk about Joe Biden like this, President Biden like this. Because this argument didn't suit your initial narrative. But now that it's Donald Trump going against Kamala Harris, oh, now he's too old and his brain doesn't work. But for the past 4 years, when we had Biden as president, you've never uttered those words. You've never said Biden's brain, it doesn't work. You wouldn't dare to say that because you've picked an alliance. You're 100% loyal to the Democratic Party. And I'm not judging you for it. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But people who think like this are dangerous because when you have a decision to make, or you have the choice to make a great decision for our country, as in voting, and you have to vote for the best possible outcome, it is dangerous to follow someone who, no matter what, is already on the side. And this is what we have. Because you're talking about an old person whose brain doesn't work. We had President Biden for the past 4 years. You've never said this. This narrative just never crossed your mind, huh? But now it does.
You're gonna look real crazy. Hanging out over there with his like fake rap videos and Kid Rock. I almost feel sad for you if that's where you are. Because the culture going the other way. This election is about to be lit. Like the kids say. I think I might have fallen out of a coconut tree.
What?
Because this election is
I don't know
about
what
to
that
be a
means.
lot of fun. I cannot
Okay.
wait for Vice President Kamala Devi Harris to debate that felon. Woo! I was so like Handmaid's Tale stressed out by this election, but now I'm excited about it. I can't wait to cover it. I want to cover every day of it. Cannot wait for the debate.
And I cannot wait for it either. I really cannot wait. Because I want to know who to vote for. I want to make an informed decision. I really do. But I just think it's really dangerous for you to say no matter what, or even to imply that if somebody were to vote for Donald Trump or were to vote a conservative vote, they are just automatically on the wrong side of history. How do we even know yet? If you've already decided that you're voting for Kamala no matter what, it really begs the question, are you just voting for her because she's black or semi-black or however you want to call it? Or are you just voting for her because she's a woman? Because how do you know? How do you know? What has she said in the past 4 years? What has she done in the past decade for you to know that this woman would be a great president? We don't know yet. At least give her the chance or the fairness to defend her side. We're not even giving Kamala Harris or Vice President Kamala Harris the courtesy of proving her worth as a presidential candidate because we're already determining if she's good enough or not good enough based off of her race and her gender. It's not fair whether you're on the side that says I don't want a woman or a black woman as president, or whether you're on the side that says I will 100% vote for you as a woman or a black person as president. Both are wrong. Both are racist and sexist. Give her the chance to prove her worth. But what you're doing right now, Joy Reid, you're trying to turn this into a black culture thing, which I 100% will not allow it to happen. Our culture is not tied into a political party. This is the problem with the black community. We are tied to the Democratic Party as if they are our parents. No, we are free voters. We are American citizens. We can vote however we want to vote in any election, and it should not have any correlation to whether or not we're accepted or denied within a culture. And that's it. That's all I have, because this attitude just annoys me so much, man. It really upsets me. I didn't even want to do this video, but when I heard her talk about these things, I just had to, man. I really had to. But anyways, if you have any suggestions for me, comment them down below. It's LFR Jojo, and I'll see you.